Mr. Scanley looks like he's kidnapped and he's pushed into a closet. What's up with that? You just must be laying in bed. You look like you're like in a closet. Miss Garcia's here, so don't talk about her. Let's see. 15, everybody's turning on there. Good, good, good. Okay. So when you go to assignments, you will see your chapter test pop up. Well, I'll just do test. And there it is. Why does it say past? Oh, we're doing 2 and 3. Sorry. 2 and 3. There it is. So there's the due date. And there is the due date for that one. Okay. Chapter 3, chapter 4. When you click on it, just like last time, it's going to tell you how many questions are on it. Now remember, 10 to 14 of those questions are bonus questions. So you're talking about a test with what? 20 questions on it. It gives you the due date again, so you won't send me an email and ask me when the due date is. And you have 3 attempts. And the test is 90 minutes for a 50-minute test. I'm not going to start the test because I'm going to go to the review, and I'm going to do it that way because it's easier for me. So, assignment manager, and we're going to go over the test, and I'm going to try to go over it as quickly as I can so we can get to the Unit 3 test, which is Chapter 4. So, I don't know why I called it Unit 3. It's technically supposed to be called Unit 2, but no big deal. All right, so here we go. And the first question is a piecewise function. So you can do this in your calculator, or you can do it by hand. I'm going to do it with the calculator. First, I got to pull it up. So hold on. I wasn't able to pull everything up this morning because my router was going slow. So I apologize for that. If AMC keeps going up, I might retire. I doubt it's going to go up very much. I don't know. It's up right now, 106%. And the calculator is going very slow. There we go. All right, and I'm going to type in as soon as it comes up, and I make it smaller. I'm going to type in y is equal to, clear, y is equal to negative 3x, and then I'm going to negative 3x, and then I'm going to put a division symbol, parentheses, x, second test, and greater than or equal to 0, which means all positive numbers. And then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to put 3x, division symbol, parentheses, negative numbers, x, second test, less than 0. Close parentheses and graph. And do a zoom standard. There you go. So match it up, and it looks like Bravo. So as you can see, the first question, not that bad. There we go. Another graphing on the calculator question. So go ahead and do that one. and follow the directions. It'll make life a whole lot easier. So we're going to go y is equal to 0.02 x squared minus 11x. I'm going to just hit clear. It's a whole lot easier working a calculator without a mouse. 0.02 x squared minus 11x. And graph. And they want you to go change the window. And negative 10 to 10. There it is. It's already there. So there you go. And that is B. Bravo. Does this window give a complete graph? I guess it does. I don't know what you consider a complete graph, but all four quadrants are present. I guess that's what it's talking about. I guess not.
The complete graph wants to know that you can see the vertex.
Well, there's no vertex here.
Yeah. But
I see. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. No, it's not. I forgot. It's not a linear. It's a nonlinear. So what you would have to do is do a zoom, and you could either do zoom standard or zoom fit, which I think is 0. There we go. Nope. I don't think you're going to be able to get this one in because of the 0.02. So you could zoom out maybe a couple. Let me see what else. Zoom fit doesn't work. Maybe zoom fraction 1/2. I don't think you're going to be able to get it. So no would be the answer. Thank you on that. Appreciate it. Next. All right, here we go. Here's one of the vertical shift or horizontal shift or orientation problems that I gave you. The two graphs shown to the right have equations of the form a x minus 1 quantity squared plus 3. Both of them have that. Is the value of a larger for y1 or y2? Well, y2 means a is greater than 1. So y2 is the larger number because it's more narrow. Maybe I should take some of these questions off. They sure are simple. Oh my gosh. This one you can do in your sleep. Use the square root principle. In other words, move the 64 over to the right-hand side. So that's going to be 49 x squared minus 64 is equal to 0. 49 x squared equals 64. Divide by 49. Divide by 49. And x squared is equal to 64 over 49. Take the square root of both sides. And no, you should not be using your calculator. X is equal to positive or negative. 64 is 8. 49 is 7. So I don't know if your answer, I'm about ready to scream. There. I don't know if they want the positive or negative, but let's see. Positive or negative, 8/7. I don't know how much more I can take. I need a drink. No, it's not. It's not 12 o'clock yet. Answer. Yay! Y'all settle down, please. I'm trying to get through the test here. Y'all make this class so much slower. Thank y'all. X squared minus 18 is equal to 0. Do y'all know how much faster this class would go if y'all actually said something? Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Tide Pods. X squared is equal to 18. The square root of 18. Oh, I can't do that, so I'll just type it in with the calculator, and you'll get it wrong. What are you supposed to do? Somebody tell me what you're supposed to do with that 18.
Break it up to 9 times 2.
Thank you. You know they're going to give you a hard time, Miss Taylor. You're not supposed to talk. You're not supposed to interact with me.
I won't let it happen again.
X is equal to positive or negative 3, square root of 2. That's your answer. If the directions say exact, then that's what they want. They want a radical. If it says approximate, remember that. I think I told y'all that, did I not? Approximate is equal to the calculator. Exact is equal to radicals. I don't know. My cat has been playing with this. Sorry. I got Russian cats. There we go. So positive or negative 3, square root of 2. And let's say type exact answers. Positive or negative 3, square root of 2. Now let me explain something to y'all. If the directions tell you what to do and you don't have sense enough to read the directions, then don't get mad when I don't give you credit for the problem. Okay? So it says right there, exact. Next. Maybe I made this test too easy. All right, this is a graphing calculator question, so I'm going to let y'all type it in. I'm going to blow it up just one more time for you. There you go. Type it in. I see that, Miss McGee. I see that. I'm going to write your name down. I want to get fired. I'm going to start throwing people out of the class when they yawn. Nothing. Nada. Cut myself shaving this morning. Must have been a Russian razor.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. Miss Hill, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good. I don't have Bloody
Good.
Mary this morning. I have coffee.
That's good. That's good. Coffee and actually just mix them. What the hell? Just mix them.
Yeah, I think tomato juice would go really well with coffee.
I love tomato juice, especially the spicy tomato juice. The spicy
Yeah, that's
tomato
what I
juice
have.
makes the best Bloody Marys.
Because I had a Bloody Mary mix from a really good company out of Louisiana, but I haven't been able to get it. But the spicy V8 just
How you got ties to Louisiana? Are you from Louisiana?
no, I would go to the farmer's market and there was a guy that sold hot sauce and he hooked me up ever since I was like little.
I've been to Louisiana several times. I've had a couple of conferences down there, and I've been down there several times before I went to conferences, and love Louisiana. All right, here we go. So we got our handy dandy calculator, and make sure you clear it. And y is equal to clear and 0.481 x squared, move over, plus 21.909 x plus 152.134 and graph. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see anything, so I'm going to hit zoom standard and zoom fit. There we go. All right, so we got a picture with zoom fit. Now what do they want? Graph this function x 0 to 9. Well, I guess we could do that. Let's go back to the y is equal. And let's go right here and type in division, parentheses, and we read from left to right, so that would be 0, test, and that's going to be less than or equal to, y'all bear with me, x less than or equal to, second test. Y'all didn't know y'all could do this, could you? I bet you didn't. Less than 9, and it's really much more difficult with a mouse. No, it didn't do it. Wonder why it didn't do it. It's supposed to do that. Did I not type it in right? It's supposed to do that. I don't know why it didn't. Oh well. So from 0 to 9, we'll just look at the graph. I don't know why it didn't do it. And 0 to 9 would be from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you got some kind of graph that looks like this. I don't know, the y-intercept is 152. So 152, so you got something like this. And that is 0. So if you're looking at it, it looks something like that. Now, I don't know why they want you to do that, but there it is. Okay, now, if 0 in 1988, find the spending by this model in 1996. Well, what is 1996 minus 1988? 8, Hubert. Then type in 8, or you can go to the second table and look up 8. Look over there. What's your answer? 186.9. So in 1996, which is 8, your y is going to be 186.9.
Wouldn't it be 206?
How else could you have gotten that 186.9? Somebody tell me. That means I want y'all to communicate. You know, like your boss asking you to give input.
Did you mean?
How else could you have gotten that 186.9?
Plug 8 in the equation.
Plug 8 into your equation and churn out the arithmetic. So, is the value in part B an interpolation or an extrapolation? Do y'all know the difference between an interpolation and a extrapolation? Yes or no?
No.
Thank you. An interpolation is when you are internal, okay? In other words, it is within the graph. But an extrapolation is when you predict. So as Ms. Garcia said, she's going into marketing. You do a lot of extrapolation in marketing because you predict, okay? So I would say it's an interpolation, but when they ask these Philadelphia lawyer questions, I don't do too well on them. So which one does it look like? Which graph? Well, it's not Bravo and it's not Charlie. Why is it not? Sorry. It's not Bravo and it's not Delta. Why?
It has to
That
be
means I want
concave
somebody
up.
to say something.
It has to be concave up to fit the equation.
Exactly. Thank you. So it's either Alpha or Charlie, and we know it's Charlie. At least that's what my graph looks like. And this is 186.9. And I say it's interpolation because it's within the scope of the graph. And of course, I got it wrong. That's what I figured. So I guess you take the extrapolation. Nope, it was interpolation.
Go back to your
I
graph.
got that right.
You
Okay,
choose,
what'd I
you
get
chose
wrong?
6.
Round to the nearest what?
You chose 6. You didn't do 8 on the graph.
Thank
Go
you.
back to the XY table.
Okay, thank you. I wish y'all said something then. Thank you. 206.2. 206.2. Thank you, whoever said that. 206.2. You're going to have a nice office one day. Well, they didn't like that either. So to hell with it.
Round to the nearest hundredth, not tenth.
I thought it said round to the nearest whatever. There. Happy? No, it's still not happy. Does that not say 206.19?
It does.
Okay, well, that's the answer. I don't know what the hell they want. 206.19. Did somebody put it through the calculator? Somebody put 8 through the calculator and put it through that formula right quick for me, please. And let's see what they get, because evidently they're wanting us to put another digit where that 9 is. Somebody do that for me right quick. Or it could be. No, it wasn't that.
I get 358.19.
Okay, then we got something totally wrong. 358.19?
Yeah.
I have no idea why it said, did I type something in wrong? Let me go back and look. Y is equal, let me take that stuff out right here because it may be messing it up. Let me take this out. Delete, 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 delete. Graph. And second table. That I don't understand. I've got something wrong. Something wrong. 0.481x squared.
Mine always messes
There
up.
it
I
is.
don't put a 0 in
There
front of
it
the
is.
decimal.
I found it. I got 2.90. Second insert 1. There we go. Now let's hit second table. Of course, I know somebody saw it, but you didn't tell me because you don't communicate. There we go, 358.19. Thank you for punching that in for me. Sorry about my mistake. Next. Next. There's another one. That's the same type question, but we'll go ahead and do it because it asked you for the vertex. So let's do it. Y is equal to clear. It's best to hit clear first. Let me just tell you. Negative 0.2 x squared minus 32x. This time, if I mess up typing something in, somebody please communicate, please. All right. Grab. And I'm going to hit Zoom Fit. And that's not going to help either. That's the same type we got a while ago. So I'm going to zoom out a couple of times so I can see what it looks like. Zoom out. Zoom out. I'm going to move over here and put the center right there. There you go. So that's what it looks like. So which one does it look like as far as your choices? Let's see how many choices I got. I got 3 choices. And which one? I think it's, well, I can't see this one, so I think it's Charlie because it goes through the it looks like it's going close to the origin here. And this one's way below the origin. So what do y'all think? Because I want to make sure. Let me look at mine again. Yeah, see it hitting around the origin? I believe it will be C. Next, the vertex. Let's find the vertex. So second trace maximum since it's concave down. And move to the left. And move to the right. And find a guess. Don't hold down the button, whatever you do. Don't hold down the button. I'm just going to hit enter, let it find it itself. All right, write that down for me. That's negative 80, comma, 1282. That's your vertex. And I'm going to go back to the question. Negative 80, that says ordered pair. And what does it have outside the ordered pair? Parentheses. So that means you better put it in parentheses. Again, read the directions. Now I'll probably get it wrong because I put parentheses. And that'll be 1282, close parentheses.
Negative 80.
Oh, thank you. And where's the next question? Because I can't hit check answer. So it's got to have another. Oh, the x coordinate of the vertex is negative 80, whatever. All right. I didn't know I put that many graphing questions on here. All right, do that one. 7s minus 245s minus 5250. Graph. Y is equal to.
You have a work email.
Turn your mic on if you're going to make all kind of noise now. All right. So 7x raised to the second power minus 245s minus 5250. And graph. And I'm going to do a zoom fit and zoom standard. And I'm not going to be able to get it. I'm going to have to go to zoom fit. And I'm going to zoom out. I like to see the whole graph. I'm sorry. So if you get mad at me, I hate it. There you go. What do they want? They want to know the X-Intercepts. Find the X-Intercepts. That's what the solutions are. Find the X-Intercept. So we're going to find this one first. Second, trace 0. Go over here. Find the left. Don't hold down the key. I don't know why I keep holding it down. Oh, it's going to BFE now. Y'all give me a second. Enter. Hold on just a second. And the right bound. And the guess. And there is the -15 and 0 is one X-intercept. Go over here and let's find this one. So I'm gonna have to zoom out again. Zoom out. And there's the other one. So second trace 0. Don't hold it down. Left. Right. And center. And 50 and 0 is your other X-intercept. So it says type an integer or simplified fraction. Use a comma to separate answers. I don't know if they just want -15, comma 50. Maybe that's what they want. And which does it look like? Let's look at it again. It's to the left. This takes up all 4 quadrants. So which one takes up all 4 quadrants? And it looks like this one. Okay. Check answer. Yep. All right, let's move on. Okay, now I think I've done enough graphing problems with the calculator. I've done at least 2 or 3. Use the square root property. That's pretty simple. X is equal to the square root of 11, right? I think. Positive or negative square root of 11? I think. Excuse me. I got to lay off the Marlboro Reds. Them things are rough. Okay, find the exact solutions. Complex numbers. Okay. Now here we can actually just, there's no X-intercepts. Somebody tell me why there's no X-intercepts.
No idea.
It doesn't
sorry,
cross
what?
the x-axis.
Why are there no X-intercepts?
It doesn't cross the x-axis.
Well, I know, but why? How do I know that? Somebody tell me how I know that, especially the people that think they know.
There's no Y.
Nope, that's not it. Good answer, though. Good try. Okay, let's no dogs in class. X squared plus 25 is equal to 0. X squared is equal to -25. Why is there no X-intercepts?
You can't have a square root of a negative.
Good job. You can't have the square root of a negative. So at this point, we know ding, no, X-intercepts. But is that good enough for math? No. They want to know what it looks like in terms of a radical. So they want you to continue and find a radical. So this is what you're going to do. X squared, or X, is equal to the square root of -1 times the square root of 25. I'm sorry. And what is the square root of -1?
I.
I. And the square root of 5, or 25?
5i.
So your answer is
5.
positive or negative 5i. Positive or negative 5i. Okay, draw the graph of the function. I hate when they ask y'all to draw a graph because their graphing technology sucks. I wish they'd just give you A, B, C, and D. All right, here we go. Y is equal to negative x squared minus 100x plus 1,000. Now, I want you to use complete and square, but you don't have to. You can use your graphing calculator. I'm going to use complete and square. So negative x squared minus 100x plus blank is equal to negative 1,000 plus blank. Okay? Now, factor out the negative. And that's going to be x squared plus 100x plus blank is equal to negative 1,000 plus a negative 1 times blank. And remember, whatever you factor out, you have to multiply by the right side blank. What's half of 100?
50.
50.
And what's 50 squared? 2,500, Hubert. Thank you, class. Shortcut number 1, negative x plus 50 quantity squared is equal to negative 1,000 plus a negative what? 2,500 is negative what? 3,500? So your vertex, somebody tell me what the vertex is. That's all right, I'll do it.
Hold on.
There. Appreciate y'all's interaction. Now solve it for x. Get your x-intercepts. So x plus 50 quantity squared is equal to 3,500. Square root x plus 50 is equal to 10 times the square root of 35. And x is equal to 10 plus positive or negative 10 square root of 35 minus 50. Now, I'm not going to do that in a calculator. I'm going to do it in my head. Y'all, what is the square root of 36?
6.
So what would the square root of 35 be? 5.9, Hubert. Thank you, class. So 10, positive 10 times 5.9 is 59. 59 minus 50 is 9. So that's one X-intercept. Negative 10 times 5.9 is negative 59. Negative 59 minus 50 is negative what? 109? Y'all gonna have to check me on this. Somebody check. Do the 10 times 35, positive or negative, minus 50, and tell me if you got about the same thing I did. Check me, please. I just need one person to say yes, they got it. I appreciate it. That was your second one, Miss McGee.
Negative 109.
You did get negative 109 and 9.
Yes.
Thank you.
There's like a little bit extra, but
Okay, that's not a big deal. We're just graphing, so I don't think you're going to get that accurate.
yeah.
All right, so we've got in the y-intercept. What's our y-intercept? 1,000. So those are 4 points you should be able to graph. And I don't know what they want you to graph, but let's go look. All right, I'm going to graph the y-intercept and maybe the vertex because to me, I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to graph this parabola. You know it's opening downward. You know it's opening downward. So the vertex is negative 50 and 3,500. Look there. And I say let's go with the y-intercept, which is 1,000. There you go. And you feel good about yourself. Me and my son watched a video last night of this guy destroying a squatted truck. We watched that on YouTube. Anybody ever seen that?
Yeah.
It's very, very satisfying.
I think it's the teal one.
Yeah, very satisfying. We watched it. It was very satisfying.
He bought
All
that
right.
from some
Next,
idiot.
what?
He bought that from some idiot on like Facebook. And he always destroys trucks. You should watch what he does. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I can't watch him destroy nice trucks, but a squatted truck, I can enjoy.
Hilarious. He destroyed like an 80s or 70s like a K10 or something, and like a
Well, that's a Chevrolet. So I could watch that. All right, let's do this one. What does this say? Determine if the function is quadratic. If it determined concave, just do complete the square and let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna do complete the square. Have y'all noticed that I do complete the square for just about everything, but I never use the quadratic formula? Why do you not use the quadratic formula? Do you want me to show you what the quadratic formula is used for? Let's go back. Well, that problem right there. You don't use completing the square on that problem. You use the quadratic formula because it's what? It's decimals. That's right. You're supposed to use the quadratic formula when you have decimals in your quadratic equation. That's when you're supposed to use the quadratic formula. And I bet you had teachers telling you to use the quadratic formula for everything, didn't they? Because that way you would have to depend on your calculator to do the math. With completing the square, you do everything pretty much in your head. What number were we on? That one? Y is equal, or 2x, negative 2x squared plus 4x minus 8 is equal to 0. All right, I'm not even gonna worry about what they're asking because we're gonna do everything that we can do. Negative 2x squared plus 4x plus blank is equal to 8 plus blank. Factor out a negative 2, x squared minus 2x plus blank is equal to 8 plus negative 2 times blank. And am I going to highlight that negative 2? Yes, I do that no matter what class I'm teaching. Because whatever you factor out here, you've got to multiply by this right side blank. Half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. That's shortcut number 2. Negative 2 times x minus 1, quantity squared. And what's 8 minus 2? 6. What's my vertex, people?
1, -6.
Good job. You were the one that was listed. And my y-intercept is -8. And I have no what? No x-intercepts. But let's go ahead and finish it so we can write it as a radical. So -2, -2, x minus 1, quantity squared, is equal to -3. X minus 1 is equal to the square root of -1, square root of 3. X is equal to 3i, or I times the square root of 3 plus 1. But we have no x-intercepts. We know it's, which way is this guy? Which way is he going? He's concave what?
Concave down.
Concave down. So we're going to draw this picture, and I'm not going to answer that question because I don't know what they want, but I guarantee you we've just about answered every question they could ask, except for domain and range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My vertex is 1 and -6. So it looks like that. Domain equals all real numbers. Range is -infinity to -6. Increasing from -infinity to +1. Decreasing from +1 to infinity. And the line of symmetry, x is equal to 1. Now there's nothing else you can ask except for a prediction. That's pretty much everything you can do on that one. Now, if you want to do all that on the graphing calculator, knock yourself out. I just wanted to throw complete and square in there for those that want to use it. Is it quadratic? Well, yeah, it's a parabola. It's concave down. And the vertex on concave down, you got a mountain, so it's a max. You don't have a bowl, you have a mountain. Next. Okay, this one is piece of cake. Y'all, I think I really do need to go back and change this test. X minus 6. Don't y'all think so?
No, definitely not.
Nah.
Or could it be that I've taught y'all so well that y'all just know how to do it?
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah, whatever. X minus 6 is equal to square root of -1, square root of 81. And x minus 6 is equal to 9i. And x is equal, okay, no more yawning,
You have a work
plus 6.
email.
Don't forget, you might want to put a positive or negative. I just did that problem without you seeing it. I'm sorry. There we go. Y'all should have been able to do that without me showing you. Question, gripe, complaint. So let's see what they want. Type your answers in the form A plus BI. So that would be 6 plus what? 9I.
All right.
And you feel good about yourself. Oh, well, I bet they want positive or negative. Let's see if they want positive or negative. Oops. 6, positive or negative. And see, they would have marked your question wrong, just like they did mine. Next, find the equation of the quadratic function whose graph is a parabola containing the points 350, 16, and 215. Now, we didn't go over one of these, but I'll go over it with you. Okay, you know that y is equal to, and let me write this down right here. Bring it down. Okay, you know that y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, right? You know that for a fact. All right. You know that these values over here, the -3 and the 50, the 1 and the 6, and the 2 and the 15, are all x and y's. All right. So you're going to have to manipulate the -3 and 50 and 1 and 6 and 2 and 15 into that ax squared plus bx plus c, because it is a quadratic. Okay? Now you can draw it, of course, if you want to, but that's not going to help you. You got -3, 1, 2, 3, and positive 50. You got positive 1 and 6. And you got 2 and 15. So 2 and 15 would be in here. So you got something, you know, I don't know what it looks like, but it's going something like this. I could draw. So it looks like you got something that looks like this. Now, you got x1 or x and y. You could possibly take that -3 and that 50 and plug it in here, but that's not, let's see what happens. Or 6 and 1, you could do that. I'd choose the 6 and the 1 because it's a whole lot smaller. And that's going to give you 6 is equal to a times 1 squared plus b times 1 plus c. And that's going to give you 6 is equal to 1a plus 1b plus c. Well, that's not going to help you very much because you got 3, and if you do that for the other over here, you can do 2 and 15. That's going to be 15 is equal to a times 2 squared plus b times 2 plus c. That's going to give you 15 is equal to 4a plus 2b plus c. Well, that's an equation. That's an equation. Heck, let's go ahead and do the last one. Let's do the one that's a pain. So let's do that one. So 50 is equal to a times -3 quantity squared plus b times -3 plus c. And that's going to give you, I'm going to go over here, and that's going to give you 50 is equal to 9a minus 3b plus c. Now you've got 3 equations, 3 unknowns, But we haven't even done that. That could be algebra review. I don't know why. So you got 3 equations, 3 unknowns. This question is out of place. First one is 6 equal A plus B plus C. And then you got 15 is equal to 4A plus 2B plus C. And then you got 50 is equal to 9A minus 3B plus C. And you could pick these two and these two, and you could try to eliminate. That's what I would do. 6 is equal to A plus B plus C. 15 is equal to 4A plus 2B plus C. And then 6 is equal to A plus B plus C. And 50 is equal to 9A minus 3B plus C. And I'm going to multiply by -1 right here. That's going to give me -6 minus A minus B minus C. And the C's cancel. And that's going to leave you with 15 minus 6 is what? 9? 9 is equal to 3A minus 2B plus 2B minus is B plus B. And over here, I'm going to multiply by -1. And that's going to give me -6 minus A minus B minus C. And the C's are going to cancel. And that's going to give you 50 minus 6 is 44. Equals 8A and -4B. And now you got 2 equations, 2 unknowns. And now you can solve that. I don't know where this question come from, but I'm going to go ahead and finish it. 9 is equal to 3A plus B, and 44 is equal to 8A minus 4B. And I'm going to multiply the top by 4 so I can get rid of that B. And that's going to give me 36 is equal to 12A minus B plus 4B. And the 4B's cancel. And 70, what is that, 80? 80 is equal, what's 8 plus 12? 20. So A is equal to 4. Back substitute. 9 is equal to 3 times 4 plus B. 9 is equal to 12 plus B. B is equal to -3. Y'all with me? And then the last one, the back substitute into 6 is equal to 4 plus a -3 plus C. And 4 plus a -3 is equal to -1 plus C. C is equal to 7. And that means if we go back, y is equal to 4x squared plus -3x plus 7. And that's y is equal to 4x squared minus 3x plus 7. That's one way to do it. Y'all with me? Now, there's another way we possibly could do it, and that might be y is equal to a times x plus h, quantity squared, plus k. And that would probably I'm trying to think if that would be easier, or because you got y right here and you got 50, that would be 50. And then, yeah, you'd still have to do the same thing. So I'm going to take that problem out, if that's okay with y'all.
Yes.
Because I could have made a mistake. Let's see if I made a mistake. Y is equal to, what'd I get? 4x squared minus 3x plus 7. I hate. Sorry, minus 3x plus 7. That's what I got. And I got it wrong. So, yeah, I'll take that one out.
Could you not?
Plus, I don't want to have to go over this today.
I
So I'm
just
gonna
put
take that problem.
the points in the calculator and did the quadratic regression.
What'd you get?
I got 4x squared minus 3x plus 5.
Okay, I did the last part wrong. Well, I was close.
Yeah.
And just do it like we did in class. Do that. See, if they'd have done that in the table, I would have immediately thought calculator. So yeah, we'll leave it in there. Just do it in the calculator. And you use quadratic regression?
Yeah.
I just showed y'all how to do it by hand. All right. And I did my math wrong. Oh, what was my math wrong on that one? Okay. Y'all excuse me. This is the math geek coming out in me. 9 minus 12. Somebody, what's 9 minus 12? I guess. No. No, that's not it. Okay, 4 plus a negative 3. 6 minus 1 is 5. That's where my problem was. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. Right here. 4 plus a negative 3 is plus 1. And then take this 1 across the river, and 6 minus 1 is a 5. So I'm sorry I did all that math and got one little part wrong. Sorry. All right. Thank you, Miss Taylor. Again, you need to watch talking to me. You're not supposed to talk to me. All right. So next and next. Find the exact solutions. Okay, that's same. You can use complete the square, or you can do that on the calculator and find your x-intercepts. If you don't have x-intercepts, then you're going to have to do it by hand to find the a plus bi. And let's go to the other test. Make sure. What time's class over? Class over at 11:40. We got time. All right, so that's that test. Any questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for those of you that I said I was going to take that out, if they had put that in a table form, I would have immediately thought to do it on a calculator. So I'm going to do it on the calculator right quick for you, the way we did it with the Excel spreadsheet. So stat, edit, and I'm going to type in -3. Don't use your keyboard. Don't use your keyboard. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to use -3 and then go down. -3 and +1 and 2. And clear, delete, delete, delete. Delete, delete, delete. And 50, 6, and 15. And all you need to do, you don't even have to draw it. You just hit stat, calculate, quadratic regression, and take out this L2. I don't know why my L2 is there. Just take that out and hit calculate. Yeah, that's a whole lot easier, isn't it, Miss Taylor? I bet y'all thought I was drunk, didn't you? I just didn't put it together because it wasn't in a table form. Sorry. All right, now take your handy dandy Excel spreadsheet, and I don't think you can on this because it don't have a, okay, forget it, because you can't do it. If it doesn't have a little tab right here that you can go to the Excel spreadsheet, it will shut down your test, so don't do that. It's got to have a little icon right here. Okay? All right, let's go to the other test. Let's see how many I got right. About half, because I didn't do the bonus questions. So if I just did the math questions, I got a 50. God, I'm giving y'all 50 points on y'all's bonus questions. I need to take those off, don't I? Let's go to the next test. And here it is. I don't know why I got TRANS. I don't know why I got that there. Well, all right, preview. We're going to skip the bonus questions. All right, let's do this one. I'm going to let you do it first. I'm going to bring it down. Well, I'm going to leave it right there. Go ahead and do f of x and g of x. Go ahead, write it down and do it. I'll write it down also. F of x is equal to 4 over x. G of x is equal to x plus 1 over 9. And they want you to do plus, minus, times, and the quotient, and then give the derivative of the quotient. All right, I'm going to write mine out, and I'll let y'all work on it. A, B, C, and D. So 4 over x plus 1 over 9. 4 over x minus x plus 1 over 9. 4 over x times x plus 1 over 9. And 4 over x divided by x plus 1 over 9. Now all I did was just wrote everything down for you. There we go. So when is June 2nd? That's when Conjuring, the next Conjuring, when is June 2nd? Is that Monday? Y'all settle down, please.
Do we have class Monday?
I don't know. Look on your academic calendar because I haven't even looked. I was waiting on y'all to tell me.
What day was it you said?
The 2nd.
Wednesday.
The 2nd's a Wednesday.
So that's when Conjuring comes out. What is Monday?
The 31st.
I know, but what is it? Why is everybody asking?
Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah, Memorial
gosh,
Day.
that's the day I got married. Lord have mercy. No comment. Don't get married. That's my only comment. I'm going to look up my academic calendar because I need to know if we're going to be here because y'all ain't going to tell me, so.
We're not supposed to, no.
We're not supposed to be here?
No class
Are
on
you
Monday.
sure?
I'm pretty confident.
All right, well, I'm going to go look it up right now.
All right.
File. And it should be called summer. And y'all are 5-week session, which I doubt very seriously y'all get any days off. And let me blow it up. And we're looking for the 31st, right? No, I don't see anything saying that we get 31st off. I'm sorry. Y'all see, I don't see the 31st, y'all. Like I said, for a 5-week session, you're not going to get too many days off. I had one guy last semester couldn't understand why a 5-week session had to meet every day. Maybe some of y'all could answer that question. It's a conspiracy. All right. What do you have to have in order to add any fractions? That means I'm
Same
asking
denominator.
y'all a question. You got to have a common denominator, which is 9x. X will go into 9x 9 times. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 will go into 9x, x times x plus 1. Now just do the algebra. 36 plus x squared plus x over 9x. Now, I don't know if they want to go that far, but that's what I would do. Of course, you could turn it around, make it x squared plus x plus 36 over 9x. Same thing here. 9x, x, 36, x plus 1, and that's going to be 36, negative x squared minus x over 9x. Again, I'm not worried about order. I'm just showing you how I would do it, and we'll see what they say in just a second. This one is the easier. These two are the easier of the four because you don't have to find a common denominator. This is just 4x plus 4 over 9x. 4x plus 4 over 9x. I skipped a couple of steps. And what do you do when you divide a fraction by a fraction? You multiply by the what?
Reciprocal.
Reciprocal.
You multiply by the reciprocal, which is 9 over x plus 1. And that's going to give you ... 36 over x times x plus 1. And the denominator set equal to 0. X is equal to 0. X cannot equal negative 1. So x cannot equal 0 and x cannot equal negative 1. So the domain for this function right here is, I'm not going to write all that junk. All real numbers except x cannot equal 0 and negative 1. I'm not writing all those parentheses and u's and all that. I'm just going to write that. So let's see what they want. Let's see if they want what I think they want. I don't know. So this is going to be a fraction, and the top is going to be x squared plus x plus 36 over 9x. And the next one is going to be pretty much almost the same thing, except negative x squared. Oh, I didn't hit the fraction bar. Let me try to do it. Okay. Minus x plus 36 divided by, and of course it doesn't, 36 space, yeah, it's not going to do it. Negative x squared minus x plus 36 9x. Next, 4x plus 4. Now they may have 4 times x plus 1 over 9x. So I'm going to do that. 4 times, well, do the 4 times x plus 1 over 9x. And then the next one, 36 over x times x plus 1. Y'all may not understand this, but do y'all know why I do this with y'all? Do y'all know why I go over this with y'all? Not only to show you what the answers, to show you what the questions look like, but also how to type in the what? The answers. Because that way you can't use that excuse, I didn't know. So, oh, interval notation, crap. All right, so parentheses, negative infinity to 0, exclusive, union, 0 to negative 1,
Gmail.
0, comma, so negative, oh, that should be negative 1, sorry. Negative 1 right here. Negative 1. And then delete. And then negative 1 to 0. That includes fractions and decimals. Close, union. And then from, I'm about ready to quit. Union. That doesn't look like the right U. Better use this one. And then the last one is from 0 to what? Infinity. And hopefully you see how to write all this, and that should be your answers. And that's what they want. Next. And that's about the same type, but no, that's F composed of G. So let's do these two compositions. I'm going to try to get as far as I can go. So f of x is equal to 10x, and g of x is equal to x over 10. And they want g composed of f composed of g, and g composed of f. And if they give you the same thing, then that means they're 1-to-1. So I'm going to highlight these two guys orange because I'm going to rewrite them with a big set of parentheses. And I'm going to plug in whatever this guy is. So I'm going to rewrite f with a big set of parentheses or brackets. And I'm going to rewrite g with a big set of parentheses or brackets. And I'm going to plug in g, which is x over 10. Here I'm going to plug in f, which is 10x. I think we did one like this in class, didn't we? And the 10's going to cancel. And the 10's going to cancel. And both of them give us what? So therefore, they are equal, therefore 1 to 1. Miss Garcia just went black on us. Miss Garcia, you're in the dark.
Sorry.
That's all right. I just noticed it. All right, so go back to our test question. And that's going to be X, and that's going to be X, and they are inverses of each other. Next. What does this say? Write the equation of the function that is transformed from the given function and whose graph is shown. Well, that would be negative x squared. But you've got a vertical, this is not, how are you going to determine, okay, you got a vertical shift of 3. And it's opening downward. So unless they want you to, it's going to be negative x squared plus 3. Something to that effect. Negative x squared plus 3. The vertical shift is outside the function. Could be it. Next, suppose the graph y is equal to the square root of x to the 5th power is shifted to the right 6 units. What is the equation? Oh, that's simple. That would be parentheses x minus 6, close parentheses, shift up to the 5/2 power. Consider the function this and this. Sketch the graph. Okay, this is not very difficult. X squared, I guess they want you to do both. There's x and 1 to 1. No. Delete. Okay, got to do absolute value. And 1 to 1. That is your regular function. Now I'm going to graph, that's that one. Now I'm going to graph B. B is vertical stretch by a factor of 2. Okay, did I not put it in correct? Well, they want me to graph both of them. I guess they want me to graph both of them. So it's going to be something like that, but I don't know how I'm supposed to. Oh, I guess I could plug in 2. 2 would be what? 2 would be 4. Yeah, Hubert, 2 would be 4. Thank you, class. There. Now it should be right. So on this one, you have to graph both the graphs on there. I didn't know they were, I didn't know they wanted both graphs on the same graph. Y'all just throw any question or comment out there. Y'all just take it easy because, you know, we're trying to go through the test. So please keep it quiet. Keep it down. God, I feel sorry for you other classes if y'all are like this in y'all's other classes. F composed of G of X and G composed of F of X. F of X is equal to 5x squared. G of X is equal to 3 over X. Well, that means that I'm going to rewrite F and G with a big set of parentheses and plug in little g and little f. So brackets, that's 5 brackets squared, and g is 3 over brackets. And here I'm going to plug in g of x, and here I'm going to plug in f of x, and try to simplify as much as possible. So 9 over x squared, so 5 times 9 over x squared is 45 over x squared. And this is 3 over 5x squared. And that's your 2 answers. So F composed of G is 45 divided by x squared. And G of x is 3 over 5x squared. Bonus. All right. The function that converts the dollars of country A to the dollars of country B according to blah, blah, blah is f of x is equal to 0.99294x. So f of x is equal to 0.99294x, where x is the number of dollars in country A, number of dollars in country A, and f of x, or y, is the number of dollars in country B. Okay, it says find the inverse for f. Okay, find this inverse. So here we go. Y is equal to 0.99294x. Switch the x and the y. And solve for y. So y inverse is equal to x over 0.99294. Question, gripe, complaint. Y'all are really making this, real exciting class. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, when I was doing the homework, there was some like that, but it would give you a table of numbers, and then you had to find the inverse. And those were kind of confusing me.
Huh. Well, I don't remember seeing those. Hold on. Let me type this in. Hopefully I didn't put it on the test. I know if it's too confusing, I don't put it on the test. Let me see what this is. X over 0.99294. You should have sent them to me, Miss Taylor. Why didn't you send them to me?
I did. Like
You
this
did?
morning, though.
Well, I'll go check my email and go see if we can pull one up. Why do y'all do that? We'll send it right before class. Interpret the meaning of the inverse function. Well, x, well, here, this x, so now the country, the number of dollars in country A is going to be divided by 0.9999 to equal that. So converts the dollars of country A into the dollars of country B. That's what I would think, but I could be wrong. Use F to determine the money a person would have if he takes $200 of country B to country A. So that means I would plug 200, that would be 200 divided by 0.999294, I think. Converts it to dollars of country A. Oh, hell no, we ain't doing all that. No, we're not doing all that on the test. We're taking this one off. All right, I'll take that one off. Take off number 9. Okay, I was all right with the inverse, but now they're going to want you to convert from one to the other to the other. No, that takes too much time. We're going on. And I mean, is that what you were asking about, Ms. Taylor, one like that?
Yeah, it was similar. It instead of giving you an equation at the beginning, it just gave you a table of numbers.
I'll look at that.
Some of them had 2 tables, and it was just a lot.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to take that one off. And okay, I need to take that one off, and we're running out of time, and some of y'all are going to start convulsing. So I'm going to take that one off too. I'm going to take those conversions off. Okay, let me go do that right quick before y'all leave. Okay, this is unit 3. Edit.
Like someone left.
And next. See where those are. Inverse. It's got to be out of 4 point. There they are. Okay, those are gone. You're welcome.
Gracias.
Yeah, I'm not going to put. We're not going to. When I was growing up, they had those questions. John has $5.65 in his pocket. He has 2 nickels and 5 quarters. What else does he have in his pocket? Who the hell cares? All right.
Yeah, I don't know, bitch.
Then
Tell
that's
me.
the same thing with that. And I was fine until they asked, well, what if you take this one and you turn it into this one and then you turn it into that one? And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're not playing that game. All right. So that's that. Y'all have the dates. Y'all have the times. Let me look at that question you sent me. But if those of you that want to go, you can go ahead and go. I'm going to stay here for a few minutes and look at that question that Miss Taylor sent in. So I'm going to cut off. I'm going to leave the recorder running. And those of you that want to stay can stay. Those of you that, are going to go into convulsions, you need to go ahead and leave. Okay? All right. So I'm going to go to the email. And let me pull up my email. And see which one she sent. There they are. Now you sent one earlier. I'm going to do that one, not because of you, but because you said you already figured it out. But there might be others that have that same question. So I'm going to do it also. Okay, that's the one that we just did like in the Excel spreadsheet. So I'm going to do that one. Excel. And I'm going to pull that up. You would do it in your calculator. And it says power, linear. Which one's better, power or linear? So let's look at both. enable, and I'm going to highlight these. Let me make it bigger so y'all can see it. Okay, I'm going to highlight these, and I'm going to insert, and I'm going to draw a scatter plot, and there it is. And I'm going to hit add trend line, and I'm going to hit linear first, and you can see linear looks like that, but I'm going to hit power. I would say the linear, I meant the exponential, I'm sorry, power. Let me see.
Yeah, powers. Yeah.
Did it say power? I would
Yeah.
say the power rule may be a little bit more accurate. No, I would say linear. Linear has a better fit. Now that's subjective. So I'm not going to sit here. I would probably put that one on the test. So let me do the linear and see what they got. Hold on. So let's go with linear and display. So I need y'all to write this. Well, I better write it down because y'all won't tell me anything. Y'all just sit there. So I'm just going to make it bigger. And my linear is y is equal to 7.8286x minus 7.4. Now look at that R factor. If you take the square root of 9475, somebody take that for me. What do you get? Let's see, 0.9475 raised to the 1/2 power. That's an R factor of 0.97. So that means the correlation is equal 0.97. That's pretty close to 1. Now let's do the other, and this time I'm going to do power, and I'm going to display and there's the display for the power. Now look at that R squared, and this is y is equal to 3.5746x to the 1.3086 and 0.9639. Second entry, 0.9639. 0.98. So if mathematically the power has the better correlation. So I would say the power rule is the better one of the two. It says round to the nearest thousandth. 3.575 raised to the 1.309. And that should be it. And the linear function is 7.829 x plus 7.4, be a negative 7.4. And I would say that the power, let's see, power would be, mathematically, it would be Bravo or Delta. Now let's see which one more rapidly as an increase or slower. A little bit slower. I don't know. Could be B or D. So it's going to be B. Yep. Increases more rapidly as X increases. All right, now let's go to the other question. Other question is the same one, 4.39 and 3. So 4.3, number 9, number 4. So it's number 9 in the book, number 4 online. Okay. For the function to find f of x, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this is how you do this one. This one's not too bad. First of all, you do f of x is equal to 2x minus 3. And you just plug and chug to get the normal. This is the normal, whatever they want. Okay, I'm gonna put normal in quotation marks. And then I'm gonna go y is equal to 2x minus 3. X is equal to 2y minus 3. X plus 3 is equal to y. 2 divided by 2. Y inverse is equal to x plus 3 over 2, and that's over here. Y inverse is equal to x plus 3 over 2. Now, they got two tables there, so I'm assuming they want you to just plug and chug for the first one, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's x, and you get y. And over here, they want you to plug in x and get y to the inverse. This one, y to the inverse. So that's -3, -1, 1, 3, 5. Now there's an easy way to do this, and I would just do it on your calculator. And I would go y is equal to clear. And I would type in 2x minus 3. 2x minus 3. And then the bottom one is x plus 3 over 2. X plus 3 divided by 2. And what you're going to see is the x is equal to y and y is equal to x. You're going to see that here in just a second. Graph. And I really don't care about this because all you got to hit now is second table, which is graph, and there's your points. So for 0, your first point is -3, -1, 1, 3, and 5. Now, what's for -3 over here? We'll go to -3 and look at the pink numbers. Go to -3 and why don't they go to -3? Go to table set. I'm sorry, I can't read. I can't read these. Let me make it bigger. Hold on. Go to second table set and go to -5 and enter. Hit the wrong negative. I'm sorry. It's what you get for using your keyboard. -5. There we go. And graph. And now second table. Now you have -3 right here. -3 is 0. -1 is 1. So 0 and 1. What is +1? +1 is 2. And 3 is 3. And 5 is 4. Does that help you out, Miss Taylor, doing it on the calculator?
Yeah.
Your lighting is making your hair turn purple. All right. Or maybe you're just a wild purple person. All right. Oh, it is purple. That is a purple light. Okay. Let's see what else is next on your question. And that's that one. This is 4.3, 19/9. Now, that stupid money question, I'm gonna take that one out, period. That's stupid. All right, complete parts A through B. The inverse of f of negative x, of f of x is f of negative x, equals. Write the inverses of, okay, so I guess they want the inverse of 3x minus 3. So f of x is equal to 3x minus 3. Y is equal to 3x minus 3. X is equal to 3y minus 3. X plus 3 over 3 is equal to y inverse. So I just did that. And I guess they want that for A. I don't know. X plus 3 over 3. So x plus 3 over 3. Do the values for f of negative 1, that's this over here, fit the equation for f of negative 1? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's punch it in. Y is equal to, and 3x minus 3, and x plus 3 over 3. And graph, and you really don't care about the graph, you're going to go to the table and see if what they want is, so let's go with 0, 1. I'm trying to make this where I can see it. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So let's look at 0. 0 is negative 3. 1 is 0, 2 is 3, and so on. 3 is 6. That looks fine. Now let's check the inverse. Negative 3 is 0. 0 is 1. 3 is 2. Looks good to me. So I would say yes. So this is, just do it on your calculator, Miss Taylor.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Anytime. Mr. Moseo, you good? Mr. Bostic, you good?
Hey,
All
okay.
right. Y'all have a good weekend and make A's on those tests.
Thanks. We'll see you.
Good.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.